Hey all, so today I'll be showing you how to photograph or video changes in air density, kind of what I've got here. It's a stream of butane from a lighter. How it works. So let's start off with a point source, which could be anything like a simple LED, which will emit light radially. And if we put this point source at the focal length of a lens, what that'll give us is a parallel beam, which we can focus again into a point. So this second lens you can see the effect of it when you put a magnifying glass out in the sun and focus it to burn things. At this point, we will call it the point of convergence. We'll put a aperture, and just a simple pinhole of sorts. So what this will do, I'll explain to you in a second. So behind this, we put our camera. So how this all works, well, let's just put a bit of disturbance here. So this could be air of different densities, compressed air, and let's see what it does to a parallel beam. So because this disturbance has different refractive index, it'll bend the light as it goes through it, kind of like a lens. And when the light isn't parallel anymore, the second lens won't focus it and it'll miss the aperture. So that'll create kind of like a dark spot in the camera. Now, how I made this, well, I started off with pieces of scrap aluminium, kind of like what I've shown you here. So there's two axes on here, which will then allow me to position the light anywhere in the XY plane. And the C channel just also allows me to sit the lenses anywhere I want. So all this was designed to make it very flexible and easy to adjust. What I'm showing you now is the pinhole I've used. So it's a sheet steel with a tiny little hole punched through it. The smaller you make it, the better the contrast. So I'll kind of explain to you what the point source is whilst I'm building this camera mount. So this is a pattern washer I've used to mount the camera. So the point source I've made with an LED. The LED should be a clear LED with which you can see the dye and there's a little bit of silicon. And you just simply sand the dome off it so it doesn't affect the light coming out of it, and you just polish it. So I polished mine by just rubbing it on a piece of paper and then rubbing it on some smooth surface, and it turned out pretty well. The lenses I've used here are from old magnifying glasses mounted on a styrofoam, and the second lens which I used came from a sacrificial projector, poor thing. So that's about it. I'll just kind of leave you with videos of more cool stuff. So this is butane being blown at a piece of paper. So you can kind of see, pressure build up and turbulence from it, which I thought was kind of cool. A bit later on, I've got a soldering iron, which you can see. So just to make this clear, you can't actually see this with your bare eyes. And I haven't actually done anything special. I've just kind of put this setup in between the two lenses I've shown you before. And this is how it kind of turned out. I did do a bit of post-processing on the videos where I removed dust. But apart from that, there's nothing else really done to it. There's a bit of color correction, but that's it. So I'll kind of leave you with the videos. Thanks for watching.